Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor and pleasure for me to be here today, hosting such a wonderful event. I think this is not just another event, I'm sure you all agree with me, in two different ways. One is that we are now looking at not something just new, it's something terribly brand new, something that has got the full potential of revolutionizing a lot of things. Welcome to Tolar HashNET. It is my great honor and pleasure to introduce you to Mr. Tadej Snapnik. He is the State Secretary of the Cabinet Office of Prime Minister of Slovenia.
Why I think it's the project of Tolar HashNET, the one who is really having the potential, is because that if we see that we are speaking about changing our economies from centralized into decentralized into the distributed, when we are asking ourselves why we have this technological development, what are the main goals, in Slovenia and also in Europe, also worldwide, we believe these are sustainable development goals. It's 17 goals that were defined in 2015 by all countries of the world that are trying really to develop our society to be more sustainable. I believe that in 10 years and something of development of the so-called blockchain technology, now with the project of Tolar HashNET, we are reaching a new phase. New phase that will enable us not just have the technology which is distributed, but it's also energy not so consumed, but it's also scalable and fast.
But it's a completely new platform with following characteristics. It's scalable because it's designed to run over 200,000 transactions per second, no matter what the number of nodes in the consensus process are. It's fair because no single individual can decide the order of transaction, as is currently the case with some proof-of-work currencies, where miners get to pick which transactions will be included in what block and in what order. It's fast because as soon as some event or transaction is happened, it's propagated through the network. No need to wait for the next block for it to be included or to be mined to be confirmed. And of course, it's secure due to the power of distributed consensus algorithm.
Tonight, what we're going to do is the live demo showing you exactly how things work.
The point of this is to demonstrate in conditions that are the most similar to the real-world ones, that we can achieve consensus at some throughput and with desired stability. We are now in a phase when we can demonstrate that our core concept works correctly and stable. So what we did now, we currently have around 11, actually not around, but exactly 11 master nodes. We put them all around the world as for the locations, and also we've tried using different providers. Some of them are on Microsoft Azure, some are on DigitalOcean, some are of Ketzner, and so on. Also, in addition to these master nodes, we have some ordinary nodes that are pumping transactions in the network. They're not shown on this map. I think even the Sandy's computer over there is one of those nodes, and so on. All that's left is to see it in action. Sandy will show on the monitor behind me. It's one of the nodes that is collecting all the statistics. So he's running the transaction pods now, and this is the current state of the network.
So you can see basically the real-time number of transactions, why it changes from second to second, because you need some time to complete all the transactions, and you have the maximum transaction per second, which is now.
Yeah, so at one point we had like a burst of 150, but on average, so this average is counted during the last few seconds, so that's why it's changing rapidly.
But they really had a good idea where to be in the next 10 years, not how to monetize something as a startup in 1 year or 6 months. And this is where we go with the blockchain 4.0. What we want to do is not something short-term, definitely. But what we are trying to do is something to position us as the platform that everybody will use. So we focused on this couple of vertical markets where we see that we really can make a change. And this is digital identity management. This is Internet of Everything, or IoT.
Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
Idemo dalje.